The prayer wall is a pretty interesting thing. I had visited a prayer wall in another country online, and I remember just feeling like, I love that I can pray for people I don't know. Blame it on my being in prayer unit in Nifes. There's just something about praying for other people. And it's not the, if you don't know what to do, pray for someone. When you pray for someone, God will answer your own prayer. It's not a bribery prayer. It's the, I love this person enough to spend a bit more time in prayer for them. The church of God is a family. And so if something is wrong with my sibling, something is wrong with me. But something that sealed intercession for me is knowing that if this person isn't well, and I don't cater to them, there is the possibility that they could go off. Since those of you who are strong, restore the one that is weak, right? And so there are times when you are the one who is strong, but you don't really know anybody on a personal basis who needs strength. You can go pray for someone who needs strength. And there are times when you're the one who is weak, but everybody in your immediate space knows you as the strong person. And so when you tell them, pray for me, they think you're kidding. When you tell them, I need help, when you say, watch with me, they think, Lisa cannot be serious. Lisa, that is mama. When I was serving in prayer unit, it was the most tedious thing I had ever done. People would see me in the morning, and the first thing you're asking is, what's the Lord saying? It was annoying. Everybody who has been a leader in church knows what I'm saying. People look at you like you always have things figured out. And so, hardly do people come to you and say, oh, I prayed for you. And so, as a leader who is leading a platform, who is writing a book, doing whatever you are in any leadership capacity, you are always giving energy. But on the prayer wall, you can be anonymous. You can put up your prayer, and someone anywhere in the world can pray with you and not be biased by who they think you are and not be biased by what they think you need. I was talking to one of my coaches and friends, Dio Samuel, and I said to Dio, I said, Dio, if I am praying for you, for example, I will not pray for you to have strength. And if I pray for you to have strength, it will never be physical strength. It will be mental strength. Because for me, I don't think Dio is going to fight anybody. I don't think Dio needs physical strength. I'm going to pray for you to have wisdom. I'm going to pray for you to get knowledge. I'm going to pray for you to have mental capacity, for you to have resilience. Because in my head, there is a place Dio fits. When I ask people to pray for me, there is a place they think I fit into. But when it's anonymous, people are able to open their heart as they pray and ask, Lord, what are you saying concerning this person? Now, they don't know the person. Only the Lord does in this situation. They are able to say, oh, this person gave this prayer point. What does your word say about this? What does this person need? They are able to pour their heart. And I know some of you are wondering, how do I pray for someone I don't know and know what they need? The Lord knows what they need. And one practical way I know this was that last year I was instructed to pray for someone. By the way, that was what even opened me up to the international sphere I'm working in. I didn't plan on doing that. I just randomly felt like someone was doing a project in US and I needed to pray along. I had never prayed that long for myself for that number of days. And it wasn't a long prayer, it was just 30 minutes every day. In fact, there were days I was so busy that I finished my whole day's activity at 11 and I would pray from 11:30, that's today's prayer, and pray till 12:30 for tomorrow's prayer because I know the next day will be busy. But as I prayed for the person, there were times I was praying and I knew precisely what team dynamic problems they were having. And this is not some spooky thing. It just means that God speaks to his children if we are open hearted. And that's what the prayer wall is for. The prayer wall is for open hearted prayer, it's for vulnerable prayer, it's for openness, it's for watching with siblings, it's to kill our biases. That I don't pray for a person and pray for them based on the things I think they should have. If I ask, in fact, ordinary review, I ask people, what do you think I need? A few people go marriage, 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 and I'm like, well, that's fantastic. But if you were listening to the Lord, you would have known that 5 minutes ago I needed a different thing. It wasn't marriage. Marriage wasn't going to happen 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, I had this need, but they have a bias. And so the prayer wall eliminates that bias.